The Finnish Museum infested with gigantic spiders. The Finnish Museum is home to very venomous, near-immortal super spiders. This museum in Finland is one of the premier tourist attractions there. The creature is known as the Chilean recluse spider and was originally found in South America. In the 1900s, they reached the museum through the shipment of wood chips that the museum had ordered. The American Dam stuffed with corpses. On September 22, 1938, 8 men were killed in an accident at Fort Peck Dam in Montana. It's said that the 6 bodies are still packed inside the dam, which was recycled after this disaster. Even today, the dam is said to have those 6 dead guys still stuffed inside to terrify the hell out of you. The London picnic spot built over gruesome mass graves. This picnic spot in London is built on the centuries-old mass grave. During the Black Death, the majority of London's population died in agony. The authorities had no choice but to bury the 150,000 plague corpses en masse. Sri Lanka Killing Fields Hotel. Lagoon's Edge in Sri Lanka is a tropical hotel that offers rustic rooms, a beautiful beach view, and a cool breeze, but it was built on the site known as Sri Lanka's Killing Fields, where many civilians died. In the bloody civil war, more than 40,000 people were killed, and the survivors were often tortured. The Indian temple crawling with giant rats. The Karni Mata temple, situated in Rajasthan's the Thar Desert, is not like any other place of Hindu worship. More than 20,000 rats are living freely in the grounds. People believe that eating food that is already tasted by rats can bring them blessings. The New York streets built over dead African slaves. The New York streets are built on where plenty of dead African slaves are buried. The Chambers Street in Lower Manhattan is constructed above the bones of 20,000 former slaves. The British building that's the most contaminated in Western Europe. Sellafield in the UK is the most radiation-soaked building in the country. The British building is in constant danger of explosions and radiation chances. The authorities started the cleanup operation in 2009 and it is not expected to complete until 2120. The hospital that nursed 2 German dictators. Hitler was treated back to health after a British mustard gas attack in the abandoned Belitz Heilstatten Hospital in Germany. After many years, the East German communist stooge Erich Honecker was treated here as well. He was in charge of the GDR and was also blamed for his role in the Berlin Wall and the infamous Stasi. The Disney rides with creepy secrets. The former employees report Disneyland has a long and a horrifying problem with people dumping the ashes of their loved ones onto the rides. One woman was caught dropping human ashes into the water at Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Many others have been caught doing the exact same thing. The innocuous houses used by serial killers. Nobody wants to live in a house where a serial killer has lived. People do not want to live in such houses where people were tortured and murdered on the property. The owners demolished the houses of British serial killer Fred and Rose West, and the student who is living in the former home of Stephen Griffiths requested the landlord replace the kitchen where he cooked his victims.